What I'm about to share with you is very personal and a little bit detailed, but there is a lot of benefit in what I'm about to share with you. The other day I was in the bathroom. It was around 10:30, 11 p.m. in the nighttime. And I had the urge to relieve myself with my wife. My balls started filling up and I needed to relieve myself with my wife. And after I had, done the deed with my wife and relieved myself, I distinctly remember the feeling of how much of a relief it is to be able to relieve yourself in a halal manner with your wife, not feeling guilt, not feeling shame, not worrying about sin. On the contrary, being rewarded for your act, relieving yourself for the sake of Allah, and then more importantly, not more importantly, but significantly, being able to carry on with my day or with my evening, being able to think clearly, being able to focus on the tasks ahead, being able to worry about, frankly, more important things than my balls. Let's just be frank about it. But the problem is, subhanAllah, when you don't have that outlet, when you don't have that halal outlet, it's very difficult to think about anything else. And I was watching a podcast the other day. I won't name the podcast because I enjoy their content. And the individual running that podcast, he mentioned that it's not all about women, guys. Like he said, I get fed up of you guys just constantly asking me questions about women. It's about, becoming the best version of yourself and so on. And I completely agree. The problem is, it's very easy to speak like that when you have a woman. Privilege is invisible to those who have it. Shout out to Myron Gaines for that one. Privilege is invisible to those who have it. We kind of don't appreciate what we have because we have it. So it's all well and good us telling men it's not all about women, guys. You need to, pattern up and move on. It's not just all about women. But when you don't have that woman, especially as a Muslim, where we can't go and commit adultery, the only way for us to be able to relieve ourselves in a halal manner is through marriage. When you don't have that outlet, it's very difficult to think about even the most basic of tasks. I spent 1 year in Saudi Arabia teaching as an English teacher without my family. I left my family in the UK and I went to Saudi Arabia for 1 year to teach English to set myself up before bringing my family over. That 1 year I spent without my wife was an absolute nightmare. It was adab. It was a punishment. I don't want to say it was a punishment, but it felt like a punishment. It sure as hell felt like a punishment, especially being used to having a wife. So when you don't have that outlet, when you don't have that halal outlet to relieve yourself and then move on with your life, it starts to consume your mind like a fire. So what's the solution? The solution is obvious. We're Muslims. We can't go out and commit adultery, zina. Frankly speaking, by the way, if you're a Christian, you can't go out and commit adultery either. It's in the Bible. It's haram for you as well. But I'm speaking to the Muslims right now. I don't need to tell you. You know this. You know we can't go out and just sleep with any sister, sleep with any woman. But then what's the solution? Well, of course, the solution is marriage. The problem is, getting married today entails signing yourself up for a contract that has so many strings attached. And if you don't know how to conduct your relationship properly, efficiently, effectively, ensuring that you as the man constantly maintain the upper hand in the marriage, if you don't know how to do this, you will be taken to the slaughterhouse. You will have children with that woman, and most likely you will end up losing those children in that marriage, just as I did. 4 of my children, they don't live with me. They don't live with me. And this is a pain in my side, a pain in my heart, every single day. 2 of them I hardly see. The other 2, I see them once every 2 weeks for 2 nights. It's not a way to live. Wallahi, it's not a way to live. And it's a pain in my heart every single day. That's the problem with doing marriage wrong. That's the problem with not knowing how to vet for a woman in the first instance. That's the problem when you don't know how to maintain your frame in a relationship, when you don't know how to check her, when you don't know how to deal with her emotions, when you don't know how to deal with your emotions. So many issues. But as Muslims, our only outlet, our only solution of being able to have that halal experience and being able to then move on with our life to do more important things is through nikah, is through marriage. So then what's the solution? Because on the one hand, as a man, you need to get married if you want to do that. I don't care how young you are. If you need to relieve yourself, you need to do that through marriage, nikah. And yet on the other hand, if you don't know what you're getting yourself into, you could end up having even bigger problems than not being able to relieve yourself, such as having kids that are then raised in broken homes because you and your wife couldn't make it work out. And that is why I designed the 4 Laws of Masculine Power course. Nearly 6 hours of content and PowerPoint presentations running through 4 essential topics. One of them in particular, where the feedback for that course has been phenomenal. And the title of that particular course, is the last one, is Heat Her, Bend Her, Freeze Her. That is how you keep her. This course will be doubling in price by the end of the week. Right now, you can still get it. It's less than $100. It's chump change for a 6-hour course. I should be charging $1,000 for that course. The only reason why I haven't is because the video editing is not as crisp as it could be. That's it. But the raw content is so valuable. And I will be doubling the price of that course by the end of this week. So I'm going to put the link in the description. Check it out. Go to my Instagram at theredmahdi. I have a highlight reel of reviews from students who have already taken the course. Check out their reviews. See what they're saying. And remember, gentlemen, you want that halal outlet? I can't blame you. I don't care if you're 16 years old. I got married at 16. I'm not going to tell you don't get married. I will say to you, if you can wait, this is better for a few years. But if you can't, you absolutely can't, then marriage is incumbent upon you. You don't have a choice in this. This is not a discussion. You must. It's fard. If you fear you're about to commit haram, marriage is fard upon you. So with that being the case, we don't want to get married and then have kids, and then the two, husband and wife, go their separate ways, and now you have kids raised in broken homes, subject to the elements. Kids raised in broken homes are infinitely more worse off than kids raised in nuclear homes. The stats on this are clear. 61% of all youth, I can't say the word because YouTube might censor it, of all children who take their own lives, they come from single mother homes. 70% of all high school dropouts are children from single mother homes. And 91% of all homeless and runaway children are children who were raised in single mother homes. This is not a slight to single mothers. I am not attacking single mothers. I'm just simply saying kids raised in broken homes are at a disadvantage. That's it. Take the message objectively. And if you right now are a young man who was raised in a single mother home, that's okay. I'm not attacking you either. But there's work to do. My friend, there's work to do. And there's no better place for you to start than by understanding the 4 laws of masculine power, by mastering them, by paying attention to them, by learning how to step into your masculine frame. Become a man. I'm going to put the link in the description. Click on it, plug your email in, and you can take it from there. Take care, guys. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullah.